So I think I'd like to take Demonic Tutor pretty aggressively. I always like to draft the combo decks, the unfair decks, and Demonic Tutor, like just like whenever you draft or build around card, having Demonic Tutor is great. I think that the best pick is Ragavan. I think that like leading on Ragavan is like the spiky tryhard thing, but Demonic Tutor is like this is gonna be the funnest thing for me. I always try hard in Modern, so we get to relax with Cube. I'm really high on Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond's Demonic Tutor could be an okay Storm start. I always like to draft Storm, but I'm starting to like to draft Storm a little less lately. I really like to draft Upheaval. I really like to draft Upheaval, which I think is just the pick. Yeah, Ragavan is pretty busted, but it's also like I play Ragavan in Modern. Let's play other cards in this format. But yeah, Ragavan is really broken. I think Ragavan was like the better pick, but this is the fun pick. I like to do fun, broken, combo-y stuff. I don't like to draft fair decks too much in Cube. What I'm hearing is Breach also be a Murktide. Maybe. We'll maybe try it. I may try it off stream. I tried to build it and like I tried playing like Iconoclast over Murktide because Murktide and Breach have tension. But I'll do some work on it. I'll do some work on it. Okay. Bolas's Citadel is interesting. Be great if I get Tinker, especially with this Demonic Tutor. I think that's probably better than any of these other cards, although I keep drafting Lodestone Golem decks. Just non-stop Golem decks. Okay. Now I think it's pretty clear between Rakdos Signet and Worn Power Stone. I'm probably leaning towards Power Stone because Power Stone curves really well into Bolas' Citadel, just hard cast, and then like it's way easier to get a Signet than it is a Power Stone because there's only a couple of good 3-mana ramp spells, and there's a lot of the 2-mana ones. Goblin Welder seems awesome. Goblin Welder seems awesome, especially with the Demonic Tutor. Signet. I think I want Power Stone over Signet because it curves better into the 6 drops. And Welder seems awesome here. And now we could take the Mirror Battlesphere, which goes really well with Welder. The Coaster Portal will be good too. Grixis artifacts. I'm going to try to prioritize mana fixing as much as I can. Probably taking Ulamog. Theming Skydiver would probably be okay. It's not great with Upheaval. This deck might not be an Ulamog deck, but we could definitely have enough mana for it. Laela is really good. It's kind of a boring fair card. I like Portal over Mirror. I think with the Welder, Mirror becomes better than Portal. This is like one of the best cards to pair with the Welder. I think I'll take this. I mean, we can take Field of Dead and have some fun, but you don't usually play Field in your Upheaval decks either. And this card is fine. I'm like pretty likely to not want to start it, so this is kind of like the maybe pile. Yeah, just pay 10 for Ulamog, easy peasy. I think we're off to a pretty good start. I would definitely like to get Entomb, Faithless Looting would be pretty good. Any chance we play Layla? Like this card is really good, so like I might just play it if I'm like short on playables, but. Again, my favorite thing in Cube is to have a deck that is nothing but synergy. Like every single card fits into the archetype, and I'm not playing any like just like generically good cards. I love when that happens, and so sometimes you just play this as like generic good card. But it's my favorite thing when a deck really comes together, and we just have a deck that's like a constructed deck that works really well together. I love it. I think Opposition goes well with Mirror Battlesphere. Probably not likely to want to build around it too heavily. Gonna take the Thespian stage. Maybe we get Dark Depths. Maybe we get Golos. Yeah, I liked the Synergy Cube a lot, actually. Love the Synergy Cube. Okay, I take the Golem. This may end up just being another Workshop deck. The thing about Workshop is like people just pass Workshop so much. Like it can be. I think it's pretty undervalued. I guess I'll just take the card that's in my color. This could actually get there. What's cool is like all of these cards are pretty reasonable. Yeah, we did go Tenno, and a little bit of a Cube celebration, I guess. Okay, this pack probably would take Coalition Relic over Basalt Monolith. Having another good Grixis Fixer is nice. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is probably really good too. Prismatic Vista, being a Grixis fetch land, is really good as well. I think the fact that Coalition Relic, it plays really well with both Upheaval and Bolas's Citadel, makes me want to play it more than Fable. Monolith is also really good though with Upheaval specifically. Let me take the Relic. Not quite a Mox, I guess. And so this pack, we're probably taking Underground Sea over Marsh Flats or off-color card. Passing Fable. I mean, Fable is like, I mean, it's Vintage Cube. It's not that crazy, right? Surely. It's good. I think I might actually take Duretti over Jace. Jace is good, but is this an artifact synergy deck? Duretti's really good with Goblin Welder. Just very good in the artifact decks in general. It's also cooler. It's lower on the mana curve too. Let me put this over here. Definitely seems like this may be more of like a fair mid-range deck too. Worm, no, I don't think. I mean, Worm is good with Worm. Worm is like one of the worst. It's like worse than Sundering Titan. It's worse than Mere Battlesphere. I think I'd rather just have Duretti. Okay. This is a good pack. There's Spirebluff Canal, Vampiric Tutor, Lotus Petal, Thoughtseize. Vampiric Tutor plays really well with Bolas's Citadel when you have it in play. If I get a Tinker, I'm going to love to have the Vampiric Tutor, another busted card. And I already have like Goblin Welder to get with Vampiric Tutor or Upheaval. I think this is a good Vampiric Tutor tech, yeah. Lotus, I wouldn't mind like a Lotus Petal either. Okay, Shieldred is broken, I think. I think Shieldred is like legit just broken. Like there's just not, people don't play that much removal and it's just so good against in this format in general. So this makes me more likely to be less, I think I kind of have to anyways, just be more of like a play the good cards type deck, since I don't have any of like the broken fast mana this time. I don't think I want to play Daze. Is Yorion just good here? Not really. I have a couple things to blink with it. I don't like the Scarab God that much. Days of Damnation. Damnation's like just not that good. You have Upheaval. I could sideboard Damnation. I might try to take Yorion and try to get more things to flicker. We could also just play Yorion as a companion if our deck's like, if we just have it all. That could be fun. Okay, so let's take the Wheel of Fortune to go with Shieldred. I would love this Badlands. But like we even have Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor to set up Shieldred plus Wheel. That seems really valuable, and I hearse to pass the Badlands. Frantic Search would be okay with the Goblin Welder, but they have to do this. Charter Course helps with the Welder. Dark Ritual could be okay, especially with Shieldred. I think you take the Charter Course because I really need like 2 or 3 discard outlets, and this is an okay one. I could take Shallow Grave. Shallow Grave is honestly kind of close to getting there with Goblin Welder, Charter Course, Vampiric Tutor, Demonic Tutor. I don't really like the Lich that much. This pack's kind of mid. We could side in Direfleet Daredevil. We could play Ula's Prowler. I don't like that card that much. We could sideboard Heat. I think some heal doesn't look very good. Yeah, we could. I kind of almost agree with that. The thing is, we have Underground Sea, Coalition. We have a lot of good fixing, and Kaito's not too bad. I have a lot of 3s though. I don't really want to play Push. We have a lot of good fixing, and okay, take the Mindslaver for the Goblin Welder. And if pack 3, if we get like 3 artifact ramp spells, that people will be good enough. We already have 3 ramp spells. A little low, I guess. I just hate Oblivion Stone. I basically never play that card. Because I'd take Myria over Palinchron. Kaito's go with Shieldred. That's probably, I mean, you gain life. Okay, Mox Jet, one of the best Moxes we could get. That makes the Upheaval a lot better. This, yeah, big boost in our power. Very happy to pick up Mox Jet. Just trying to think what I could wheel. Not too much. Could take the Flooded Strand because we are kind of light on fixing, and then obviously if we could find like Steam Vents or Plateau. The Flooded Strand helps us fix. Suspicious Stowaway is actually really good. It's also a looter for my Goblin Welder, which I'm short on. It's good to go turn 1 Mox Suspicious Stowaway. I think this card is just good. Let's go with the... This is Factory, not Workshop. Don't hate Deluge. I'd probably play... I think this card is crazy. It just can't be blocked. It's an unblockable looter that draws a card every turn it hits when it's flipped. I think people just like don't like... I think people are sleeping on this card, honestly. I also really need like one more discard outlet at least for my welder, so and this is a pretty good one. Okay, so we can take Baleful Strix or Ancient Tomb, or I guess Consecrated Sphinx. Probably take the Ancient Tomb. Strix is really good though. There's a small chance it wheels if nobody else is blue-black specifically. Yeah, I think you just have to take the Tomb. We're really thirsty for the fast mana. Okay, Duretti is great. Duretti is both a discard outlet and another welder effect, and so like that completes the deck in a lot of ways. It's also good like with Ancient Tomb, having a lot of colorless symbols. There's 2 mana fixing lands. Hopefully we wheel one. I don't think we can pass Duretti. Ponder seems okay. Is Recruiter randomly good? It gets us only Welder. No, not really that randomly good. Oh wait, Storm is open? I'll take the Ponder. I like Duress so we don't die to whatever opponent's doing. That's half the fun in Cube is dying to whatever opponents are doing. Snapcaster is probably fine with Tutor, Vampire, both Tutors and Ponder, Chart of Course, but Thran Dynamo I think just kind of completes the requirements for Upheaval, where we have 2 Mox, 2 3-drops, Thran Dynamo. Now all of a sudden our Upheaval is just fine. It also casts our Mere Battlesphere and Mindslaver. We're close to getting Ulamog into the deck. We might play Ulamog anyways because we need like a little more top end, I guess. Right now, I would not really prefer to play it. Lotus Bloom is good with Goblin Welder, Duretti, and Upheaval, and Bolas' Citadel. Yeah, this is a pretty good Lotus Bloom deck. Probably a pretty good Timeless Lotus deck, also. I mean, Timeless Lotus is just pretty good. Retrofitter Foundry is solid as well. I like Retrofitter Foundry. We don't have Saga, though. We don't have Academy, which are the main 2 cards I like it with. Timeless Lotus seems... I feel like my gut is telling me... I have no 5s also. I also like just haven't got to play with this card that much. I find Lotus Bloom to just be a bad card. I think it's like... It's not as broken as other things, but I wouldn't say just bad. I think just bad is hyperbolic. And again, in a Goblin Welder, Upheaval, Bolas' Citadel, Duretti deck, this is like about as good as Lotus Bloom ever is. This makes a Blood Token... which is like a discard outlet for Goblin Welder and an artifact. I don't know if I'm playing it. Let me just go ahead and like dump all these in the sideboard. We're gonna play some of them. Yeah, I'm just always like the Mindslaver deck. I don't know. It's my favorite archetype at this point. We wheel Baleful Strix. Big, huge. I'm not playing any of these besides Mind's Desire. I'm also not playing Mind's Desire, but dude, Storm was so open the whole time. So sad. No, I don't think... Yeah, we could have played the 5-mana Tinker guy. That guy's just so bad, though. Okay, so this is 22 playables in what is a 16 or 17 land deck. Probably 16 lands. We do have the Mox Diamond, though. So, I know we didn't get many mana fixers. We did pass a couple, but we do have Mox Diamond, Coalition Relic, Jet's kind of a mana fixer, Timeless Lotus. We have okay fixing. Just like any hand with Mox Diamond or Coalition Relic is just you're gonna have like perfect mana, and because you have 2 of them, there's some good redundancy there. I think it's a 17 lander with the Mox. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's between 16 and 17. It's going to depend, honestly, if we're scraping the bottom of the barrel with our playables. I think with the Timeless Lotus, I think the Ulamog did get there with Duran Dynamo, Warm Power Stone, Timeless Lotus, and I do want like one more big top end card, and that's a pretty good one. And so this would currently be 17 lands, and so we could play the Blood Tithe Harvester. We could play Satoru Ubazawa. Good with Baleful Strix. Good with Suspicious Stowaway. Good with Battlesphere. Good with... Dathi doesn't seem miserable. Yeah, it's not miserable. We could play Layla. This card is really good. Yeah, this is the best card. I'll just play it. Yeah, our deck wasn't like so good that we just got to play all the busted stuff, I guess. I kind of think with Ponder, Charticore, Stowaway, I probably want to go 5/5/4. I would probably rank this deck as a solid C. Solid C. Maybe the worst deck we've drafted so far, but still looks pretty powerful. Fine. Gonna mulligan this. Might mulligan this too. I think we have a lot of many better 5s than this. Including this one. Let's put back Demonic Tutor, Ponder. Go, Lotus Bloom, go. I think this hand's better than my 6 or 7. Still not like a very good hand. Like, I really wish this hand just had a Ponder in it. This was an old 6. Draw Ancient Tomb. We get to go Worn Power Stone and the Timeless Lotus. That'd be cool. They're keeping the tutor for wheel. That was maybe correct. Yeah, keep the tutor for wheel. For a dog, 2 years. Thank you. Welcome back. Chart a course. Let's see if they discard a big dumb guy to reanimate. No, just to planes. Take this down to 2. Oh, to 1. I mean, if I can resolve Timeless Lotus, we're just doing all right. With this Battlesphere in our hand, this card taps for 5 mana. Maybe my opponent will cast Show and Tell. I guess that would probably be bad for me. They do have suspicious mana up, so let me go. It's like this for black. Cast Duretti and then Warden Power Stone. Duretti's really good also. So Duretti +1s for a 1/1 defender artifact, and you can -1 sacrifice an artifact, destroy an artifact or creature, and then -6 chooses an artifact in a graveyard or on the battlefield. You make 3 tokens that are copies of it. Maybe that'll be Lotus Bloom, maybe it'll be Timeless Lotus, maybe Battlesphere.
I'm going to my mom's and going shopping with her, so.
Okay, I will see you like.
Never.
Like at midnight tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the woes.
It's okay. We had all Christmas yesterday together.
Yeah. I'm tired of you. I'm sick of you.
Thanks. So Helix to Iteration. And we find Wheel of Fortune, which I definitely want to cast Timeless Lotus this turn. I'm like actually really excited to play with this card more. This I've always loved this card ever since it's been spoiled. I just love everything about it. I love that it enters tapped. I love that it costs 5. I love the art. I love that it makes 5 mana. I love the flavor text. I just can never play it because it's not like a modern card, not even really Pioneer. So I'm trying to fix the stupid taskbar. Wow, Demonic Tutor. I'm one black short of getting shielded, right? Let me just cast the Demonic Tutor. Then I have 8 mana floating. Or 8 mana total. Can't Bolas the Citadel. I could just cast Shieldred. No, I can't, sorry. Could Upheaval? 8. Upheaval into Worn Power Stone. Seems okay. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. You want to get Welder? Welder in the wheel. I think I like this. Mystic Confluence, probably. That's okay. Forcible, sure. And so now I'll be able to ultimate this next turn. Maybe copy Mirror Battlesphere 3 times. Like Wheel of Fortune, discard it, and then copy a bunch. Too bad this is legendary. I guess, yeah, I can't copy this because it's legendary. Could have grabbed a tutor, put shielded on top, then wield. Well, you kind of want both of them into play at the same time if possible, right? Otherwise, shielded's not that crazy. Although now I can Vampiric Tutor before Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I could also... How about instead we just cast Mirror Battlesphere? Oh, whoops. We have Lucy here now that Esther's leaving. Oh, there's a bag in her seat, so she's grumpy. Huh. So they're going to Vincer this back to my hand, so I can't... If this was a counter, it'd be fine. I just copy from the yard. So I guess now I just Wheel of Fortune, so I can get the Battlesphere in the yard and then copy it with the ready. Oh, They revealed Ulamog, Ashen Rider, Avalanche Riders. Oh, I want to see those cards again. Oh, there they are. Now they're gone. Dang it. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just... Ultimate the ready. Copy Mirror Battlesphere 3 times. Yes, please. I'm glad I took this over Jace. Pretty good turn. I'm glad I took the Timeless Lotus too. I feel like people were not believing in the Timeless Lotus. Yeah, pretty safe from Sneak Attack, Ashen Rider, Ulamog. Mystic Tutor. I got nothing in there. I'm just gonna concede. Mystic Tutor concede. Okay, so they're like an Ashen Rider Ulamog deck. Let's bring in this Voidwalker. And then probably just click submit. Yeah, we do have both Durettis and Walter. We should probably be doing this like after all the cube drafts, but let me just do it now. And I know it's kind of late, but let's do a record prediction. So 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, 0-2. This is gonna be a good way for people to rank the decks. I'll get it for like 5 minutes. Obviously, like, you know, just take the fact that we're up a game in game 1 into your prediction here. Oh, so that should be 0-3 and not 0-2. Okay, turn 1 Suspicious Stowaway is a snap keep, and we also can potentially like Vampiric Tutor for Duretti or Welder. Oh, I love this hand. And I love Lucy. Lucy, who's so tired. Typical 2-1 deck. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good evaluation. But sometimes you trophy with typical 2-1 decks. Okay, let's go. I think I'm discarding the Mountain. Oh. I can actually loot away Lotus Bloom and like Welder it back. I'm going to suspend it though. I tutor for Wheel again. I mean, you have to tutor for Goblin Welder with this draw. Assuming this Stowaway hits, like I'm just gonna be able to like Welder this on turn 3, and then I have the Mindslaver after that for the Welder loop. Yeah, we basically always draft the big mana artifact deck, but it's just the best. It's just so fun to draft. I'd set upkeep stop. Yeah, so I was thinking that I was going to do this after. I was going to Vampiric Tutor after I hit them, but that's true. If they kill this, I want upkeep stop. Although if they hit me with the if they kill the slow way, I'm not going to tutor for Welder anymore because I don't have the discard outlet. So I'll do it in response to this trigger, which is going to be for again Welder. Then we draw the Welder, discard the Battle Sphere, cast the Welder. Please no Electrolyze. They're going to upkeep Mystical Tutor, probably for a removal spell. Swords the Plowshares. We get to keep our Stowaway, I guess. Take this down to 1. Be good to just at least cast it Duretti this turn. Which can maybe ultimate again. Ooh. Well, the wheel is going to be good next turn, potentially. I think I still want to cast it Duretti this turn. Especially against, I guess my opponents, like, they showed me a lot. They showed me Asher, right? They must have, like, sneak attack and show and tell and stuff. Just haven't seen much of that stuff yet, I guess. Does Athena prefer to hang out somewhere else in the house? Yeah, she'll hang out by by my desk sometimes, but for the most part, she just prefer to be downstairs during the day. And with Esther, like, I bought this chair for Athena, and she just doesn't like it because it's a little too small. I think I want to chump block so I can potentially get this to ultimate, like we did last game. So we get our Lotus Bloom off suspend also. Play land. Just cast the wheel, I think. Kind of scary against, again, their deck that they showed us, like, a lot of big creatures. But, you know, I wouldn't cast it. They discard Force Negation Charter Course. Oh, so they could have countered that. It's kind of interesting. 1 mana short of getting to Duretti here, unfortunately. I guess I could hit Mox Jet off the Stowaway, though. Already played my land. Do I ever Lotus Bloom out Worn Power Stone? I might. So that will give me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana next turn. As opposed to 9 mana next turn. Or 8 mana next turn. Can't really do much more with 8. Oh, maybe I want to Upheaval next turn. Upheaval for 3. Then play Mox Ancient Tomb Power Stone. Pass. That line's probably pretty good. Yeah, Stowaway is really, really good. I played. I was basically always passing it, and I played against it a couple times. I'm like, this card is unreal. yeah. If you want Upheaval, Bloom is better. So yeah, we can go Upheaval potentially this turn into Mox Ancient Tomb Power Stone. I'm feeling they're just going to tap out for sneak attack and pass. I don't know why I think that. This card is, it's Ludra Ilkor, but like much better. Do you have any counter spells in the deck? No. Ooh, gross. Could have sacked to deny a card, I guess. Who cares? They can have that. No, Cube's been back for a little bit. I don't usually play it much on stream, but I have been lately. My opponent grabs Thieving Skydiver. Let me attack with my Stowaway. So I guess they have Twin in their deck too. So I can do ready. I can do ready for Mere Battlesphere here if I want, but I can also just make 3 Mere Battlesphere copies next turn if that's really what I need to do. I can also make Mindslaver copies, and I can only Mindslaver once, but instead I think I'm just gonna cast Timeless Lotus because they can't without like a Mox or something, they can't Thieving Skydiver this. And then this will be just awesome into my Upheaval turn. Probably should have suspended Lotus Bloom also, but I was thinking maybe I looted away, maybe I to ready it back. Although I should have just suspended. Okay. We can beat this, potentially, what it is. If it's Ashen Rider of what we saw was probably the scariest. Ulamog is okay. Okay. So Ashen Rider, exile the Timeless Lotus, I would imagine. Or Duretti and then Timeless Lotus. Get out the Stowaway again. Pretty flooded. Happy to have Stowaway, I suppose. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Not enough to Power Stone plus Duretti. I don't want to just jam Upheaval. I also don't really want to Duretti. I guess I just Duretti. Yeah, I'll just Duretti Mere Battlesphere into play, actually. And then I can, like, YOLO reset, reset the board with people next turn if I need to. Although I should have played my island. I should have played my island so I could play a land drop after Upheaval. Five mana, 6 mana. Upheaval of their own? Probably not. Treachery Mere Battlesphere. Untap everything. They're floating a red too, so maybe they have Kiki in their hand, although they could just sneak Kiki into play maybe. They played the Thieving Skydiver just to steal. I guess they steal the Mox? Sure. It's actually means I can't Upheaval this turn. But that's also kind of okay if I just get to Power Stone and then Upheaval the following turn. I don't have that many cards left in my library. I'm down to 15. So is my opponent, I guess. Pretty good game, good match. Activate Sneak Attack, put in Ulamog, make me sack all my tokens and chump block. Not really doing anything, honestly. Yeah, sack 1, 2, 3, 4. Chump block here. Not a very relevant Ulamog, thankfully. They do get to shuffle Ulamog and Ashen Rider back in. So it sticks down to 2, could be ticking down to 1. Harker, think of the Twitch Prime. So let me go plus discard just Mountain, since I need the other island in my hand for Upheaval the following turn. I've also drawn Demonic Tutor. I don't know what I'm Demonic Tutoring for. Maybe Shieldred? Let's cast it. I think it just has to be Shieldred here, right? It does mean I'm not playing Worn Power Stone this turn. I think that's okay. I can attack and gain 2 life also. That'd be a good follow-up. So I go Upheaval next turn, the following turn I can play the Shieldred, kill them quick, hopefully. Maybe loot away Worn Power Stone, we'll see, we'll see. I think Duretti will die. I think we discard the Strix. I need cards that, like, do things. I'm down to 11 in the library. Bonder's probably a bit better than Strix at this point. Hopefully they draw their Brainstorm again. 5 mana to repeal Shieldred and sneak attack something in. Vendilion Click for this is 6. Yeah, this is not lethal. They take the Shieldred, not the Upheaval. They have to kill Duretti too. So I should be able to tap the Ancient Tomb at least one more time. I go ahead and play the Super Qualifier. I mean, it's just like, I said this several times today, but the Super Qualifier today was 9 or 10 rounds to not even qualify for the Pro Tour. 9 or 10 rounds qualify for just the regional championship. It's just too much for too little. If they didn't kill Duretti, you wouldn't be able to tap Tomb. Yeah, but if they don't kill Duretti, I can just Mind Saver them. It's an interesting pickup. So I guess now I get to float a black, play Mox, discard Ancient Tomb, then cast Voidwalker. I have Lotus Bloom coming down off suspend next turn. No more Bolas of Citadel in my deck, so I can discard these swamps. And then they have to be like really mindful what they discard to the Voidwalker to the end of turn here, because I have the Voidwalker in play. I love Upheaval. I really wish you could play it more in Modern. We even get our Lotus Bloom off suspend next turn, although we can't quite do too much with it. They might discard Sneak Attack, and then I kill them with the Mere Battlesphere. I mean, they know about the Battlesphere, but I think it would be like a really easy thing to miss. I guess they also still have that Force of Will in their deck, but they would have had to draw it for turn because they didn't force the Upheaval. Is there a reason you play land before Upheaval? Yeah, because I needed the second blue for the Upheaval. Do you think Opal will break Modern? Yeah, for sure. Now that they did discard the Sneak Attack, it would. There is Urza Saga in the format. It would be way too good with Saga. All right, let's cast the Sneak Attack. Sneak in the Battlesphere. Oh, whoops! I guess I didn't need to do this in my upkeep. That's okay though. Then they show Lightning Helix game 1. They did. I don't know how relevant that is. There's a Lotus Bloom again. This is a pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. I think I might Demonic Tutor for Ancient Tomb so I can play Duretti on turn 2. Seems pretty good. Let's see what they do. We can go turn 1 Demonic Tutor, turn 2 Duretti with this hand. Oh, that was you. Yeah. GG. Retrofitter Foundry, okay. Okay, I am now locked in on Demonic Tutoring for Ancient Tomb. Bloom has been good. I guess the trick is always draw an opener. Yeah, I mean, it's also good with the Welders, but it's good with Bolas and Citadel. You have to. It's not a card you play in every deck, but it's good in your opener. Loot it away. Yeah, Mux Diamond's broke for sure. Without the Mux Diamond, our deck is so much worse. Also, because our mana fixing is so bad. But this just is, gives you all your colors for some reason. Oh boy, that's kind of scary. I don't own a cube right now. I sold most of my Magic cards like 5 or 6 years ago, probably like 6 years ago now. And I've been rebuilding since then. So the vast majority of my collection is modern and some Pioneer stuff. But I used to have like, I guess I have an EDH deck now, but I used to have like multiple EDH decks. I had a cube at one point. I had legacy decks. I think that they've missequenced with this Lodestone Golem. That's what that pause means to me. Yeah, sadly can't weld the Golem into Bobble here. Take Lotus Bloom down again. Let's go Island into Thran Dynamo into Ponder, I think. And then plus Duretti after. Get Duretti up to nice 7 loyalty. I like the Wheel of Fortune. We could just like loot away these 2 lands. We have to draw 1 more swamp, but the Wheel of Fortune with the Lotus Bloom coming down especially should be fine. Glad that the Basalt Monolith is tapped right now. So Duretti goes to 1. They have only 2 cards in their hand. 5 mana. They seem to be mostly white based. Our weird question: how hard is it to stream as a full-time job, not needing to work on top of that? Well, I guess you could mean a few different things by how difficult it is. So, like for me, I'm someone who most people would consider to have grown really quickly, like stream size wise, and it still took me like over a year, maybe a year and a half, something like that, to be able to financially support myself via the stream full time, which is a long time to like be in like training for any job. You know what I mean? If you're in training for a job for a year and a half and only then does it become like viable, that's kind of rough. And it's also, keeping a stream entertaining, especially when that stream is Magic the Gathering full time, can be a difficult thing to balance. And so if that's what you mean by it, I think for the most part, like the whole like keeping the stream interesting dynamic, it kind of depends on like your personality, and it depends on how addicted to the game you are, and and if that's the kind of thing you'd enjoy. But it can be very stressful to like just try to keep a stream entertaining and like prepare content, and it's a lot of work. But it for me, it's really rewarding. I think I'm a really, really good fit for streaming, but it is definitely not for everybody, and it's also like not something you can really go into with the expectation that it'll be your full-time job, because it just will not show you financial dividends for a long, long time. Didn't we have Ulamog that turn? I don't think we did. The Golem made it cost 11. But I'm also like just setting up for a sick upheaval. Yeah, a lot of months of playing John with 3 mana, Chandra, Vraska. Yeah. Definitely a lot of good times. Oh, they have Tolarian Academy into Ballista on 5. Ping my Baleful Strix. Ping me 4 more times down to 10. Oh, I'm out. I survive at 1 life. I survive at 1 life, so I can't cast that Ancient Tomb. Unless they kill my Duretti. I hope they kill the Duretti. Awesome. So now I could tap the Ancient Tomb. Make red, probably. So this is 5, 10, 13 mana. This costs 7. 15 mana. I could Ulamog. I guess Ulamog after upheaval is, it's like okay. There are 21 cards. Yeah, it seems okay. So tap this. I go to 6. Yeah, it seems really hard for them to have an answer to the Ulamog here, so I will tap this. I need to cast the Ulamog before I have any other permanents in play, right? Yeah. So this is, again, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I have to play the Moxen first. That's actually kind of awkward. I have to exile my own permanents here. Kind of the fun line, though. Good way to turn. I don't think I can cast Ulamog next turn. I can't. It's Moxed at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can if I tap Ancient Tomb again. Oh, I also can if I play Welder this turn. That's probably a bit safer. To this turn, just like play my artifact mana, play Welder, and the next turn I can Welder Lotus Bloom and play to hardcast Ulamog, exile their Mox, exile their land. Yeah, that just has to be better. I can also, I think, play Duretti. Can't you play Mox and land to Ulamog? I can, but like, there's just not that big a difference in between doing it this turn and doing it next turn. The big difference is that I'm not forced to exile 2 of my own mana, and so if they have a removal spell for Ulamog, I just lose. I think it's better to, instead of just losing, if they have a removal spell for Ulamog, be in a position where I'm like likely to win even if they have the removal spell by just waiting a turn. If you did it this turn, they deck out quickly enough. I think what most people don't get is that if I just do it next turn, I exile their 2 lands. So there's like not a big difference between doing it on either turn, except I'm just playing around removal spell like really well. Like if I Ulamog exile their Mox and their land, they still have like the same amount of mana they'd have anyways. Although I guess with this line they can Ballista my Welder, but if they Ballista my Welder, I think I can just play Ancient Tomb to cast Ulamog anyways. Yeah, Ancient Tomb plus Mox gives you enough mana. Mana people are so busted. They did have the swords! They had the swords! They had the freaking swords. We played around it. Imagine the other line, huh? You have to discard 6 cards. Play Winter Orb. Wow, Timeless Lotus. Alright, we can go to 2. Be pretty hard for them to Ballista me X equals 2 with no lands in play. Yeah, we gained a life. If we didn't gain a life, then it's kind of hard to Ulamog here. Awesome. Okay. Might play like Ophiomancer over Layla. Doesn't matter a ton. Wait, Blood Tithe Harvester. This card's like a bit more synergistic in our deck. Yeah, people's pretty busted. Dude, we have Basic Lantron. Snap Keep. Dovestar, I think in 2 months. Appreciate you. This hand we can Vampiric Tutor for Ancient Tomb again. Play Thran Dynamo. And then we're still like a little away from this Bolas Citadel. I'm gonna put back the Harvester. With Thran Dynamo, we're like actually not that far from Ulamog, but hopefully we can draw something relevant. Maybe just draw Ancient Tomb. Ooh, just turn 1. Turn 1 Suspicious Stowaway. Stowaway is so good. It's very easy to overlook this card. I overlooked this card for a really long time. I think this card's great though. So I guess I would love to like draw a red source and then like loot this into the yard and then Mox Jet for Goblin Welder or something. Whoa, Workshop. You're encouraged to play as many cards as possible with the Triomes and Cube. I don't know if I'd say that. Like, you have to draw the Triomes, you know what I mean? The Triomes help, I suppose. Wow, what? This is so much mana, holy shit. Okay, so let's go attack them with Stowaway, and then if this connects, Vampiric Tutor with the trigger on the stack. Tutor up. I think I discard Bolas' Citadel because I can just cast. Ulamog because I can cast Bolas' Citadel next turn. So grab Ancient Tomb. Tutor for that card twice this match. Kind of funny. Discard Ulamog. And then we can cast Bolas the Citadel next turn. We'll be at 14. We have the Stowaway to like get a card from the top of our library away. But my opponent has like 11 mana so far. 12 of the land drop. Yeah, I agree, Andrea. I totally underrated this card for a really long time. And like it's still a little weird because the card is still really underrated and people will pass it. You can like wheel it a lot of the time. The card is great though. Leveler, uh-oh. Well, the Power Stone is helpful to us. Their Jaw's really good, huh? Well, let me attack. I think we might lose this one. I mean, even if I draw Upheaval, they just get to rebuild so quickly. Okay. That blocks Leveler for a turn. Stowaway over Shredder? I don't know. Honestly, I always just pick whatever I think is the funnest. Listen, I'm not a cube content creator. I know I'm a content creator cubing right now. But I just literally pick whatever is the funnest thing available to me at any given time. That is really my only metric for draft. What seems to be the most fun? Obviously, like, maybe it's a little more nuanced than that. Because winning is fun. But I also think different decks will want Stowaway versus Shredder. Yeah, my mom got me the sign, the Aspiring Spike sign. I think I'm going to try to raise it up. I don't know if I'll have time to do it tonight. Just like rearrange everything. Have a very busy day. Ooh, there's a Shieldred. I don't think there's any way for me to Shieldred plus wheel this turn, unfortunately. Okay, play Shieldred and just die. Okay, let's go to let's go next game. Their deck looked way better that game than it did last game. Just play Layla on the play. This card's really good. Now that their card's good, Layla gets better, right? Or does this? I can't remember if Layla exiles from their library or my library. Oh, okay, we have Shieldred. We have Shieldred Lotus Wheel of Fortune on turn 4. That's pretty good. If I draw a land, I probably just Demonic Tutor from Moxjet so I can play turn 3 Shieldred. Maybe I'm opening myself up to removal. I just want to do it all in one turn, though, on turn 4. I did draw the land. I do still need one more mana, right, to do it all. And then the Moxjet makes the Wheel of Fortune better, too, a little bit. But maybe I still play Suspicious Stowaway next turn to like bait a removal spell on the Shieldred, because I still have enough mana to go Shieldred Wheel of Fortune next turn. My opponent goes Plains Go, so their hand obviously much less explosive than last game. And I think that this plan of bait out the removal spell this turn still makes sense, because I have the lowest bloom will give me enough mana to play these both at the same time. Maybe my opponent taps out even if they do have a removal spell. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. So I guess I try to float a red mana for Goblin Welder after I do all this. Let's see what we draw, I suppose. Play the Swamp because of Bolas' Citadel. So crack this for red. Awesome. So they take 14, I gain 14. They do get to untap with... I did just Wheel of Fortune them with the Metalworker in play, I guess, but I have no regrets. It's like another line. Is the stack empty, huh? Pretty cool. Down to 4. No, I don't have my own paper cube. But I have a few friends that do, and so I do cube and paper from time to time. I'm just not the one with the cube. Although one of my friends lived the dream cube at my house for a long time. I don't think Shieldred's like very good at modern. There's maybe some situations where you might want it though. So there we go. Golos, Sundering Titan, Lodestone Golem, Walking Ballista. That's pretty good. They Ballista for 5. Kill my Shieldred. What am I vampiric tutoring for here? I'm getting Sundering Titan next turn. I don't really have anything in the yard. I mean, I think I'm just casting it no matter what. Removal? I don't think I have any removal. Oh, Lyra attacks for 3? Number 1 or more card to put in the exile from your library. Okay, that's attacking for 3 is not 4. I could get Timeless Lotus, and then they Ballista me down, or they Sundering Titan me down to 2 lands in play, and then I play a land of 3, 5, and then 1 mana short of Ulamog. Baby Duretti? Yeah, Duretti killed Miter Worker. Kind of boring, but they gotta kill the Meta Worker here. Didn't think I had any removal. I think I'm sacking the Mox Jet. I can still just hardcast Mindslaver next turn. So destroy this, and then sack the Jet. Layla and Strix. Ooh, Layla and Strix is kind of cool. I think this line's fine too. Maybe that line was better. That was the fun line. Don't think I'm trading Strix for... Yeah, not trading here. One's hand is... I wonder if they were supposed to leave their Ballista in play this turn, actually. They probably were. Okay, goodbye, Duretti. They were also supposed to attack with their Servo just to, like, kind of incentivize me to block because they're at 4 life, and this is a flyer. I guess I could have a haste creature, which I do actually have a haste creature. I'm gonna cast Bolas' Citadel over Mindslaver. I'm not sure that this is actually correct, but I'm at 33 life actually. This is probably correct. Now I can just Mindslaver next turn. I'm still at 29. Can also just Ulamog next turn. Oh yeah, how are they ever turning on Field of the Dead? There's no way, right? Oh, I forgot that this could do this. Yeah, I remember PDF. I don't know. I mean, I did like lose like 300 viewers switching to Cube today, but it's okay. It's not a huge drop off, and I'm having a good time. I've been really enjoying like 1 Cube draft at the end of the stream. I feel like that's like a good amount of it too, to not have it be all day. Okay, so I can probably get an Ulamog. No, Mindslaver's got to be better than Ulamog, right? Maybe I guess I don't have actually anything else to do. No, but Mindslaver is like at the very least Time Walk. Yeah, like today we had like 10 matches of Grixis Shadow. We went 10-0 with, for those of you who missed it, we went 10-0 with Grixis Shadow today. And so like a fun cooldown cube has actually just been really nice after playing a very difficult deck. Yeah, I think you're supposed to Mindslaver first, especially because we have. I guess is the Duretti gone? Yeah, no, the other Duretti's not gone, so we could like hit that and Mindslaver them again. My opponent has nothing relevant to do, I think. This is a scout, so you can't sack it to the Foundry. That's okay, just, you know, worst case scenario, Mindslaver is always a time walk. We're in 16 lands, right? Wow, another land. Okay, I guess 3 Ulamog, huh? Obviously not a bad turn. And then we don't need to worry about Retrofitter Foundry chump blocking. That's never relevant here. So I think we just go after a land. So like, because if they chump block, they're just dead to the Ulamog attack, you know. Yeah, I guess we just cast Ulamog this turn. I want to Bolas the Citadel. I'm at 26 life. Okay, opponent hits us with the GGs, and despite our deck not being amazing, it's like, I think it's like solid, and we're 2-0. And we're on the play for our trophy match. Another 6-lander. It's in his turn 2 Layla. It's probably pretty good, huh? And I guess we put... I mean, we have Mindslaver Goblin Welder. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. We could actually put back Layla and then just try to set up Mindslaver plus Welder. I think I'll just put back the Welder, funny enough. Like, turn 2 Layla. And then Relic the next turn. And I could just, like, sack the Mindslaver once. So this is 3 mana, 2/2 haste. Whenever you hit attacks, you exile the top card of your library. You may play the card this turn. Whenever you exile a card from your library or your graveyard, you get a counter on it. So it's a lot of pressure really quick. It may actually be better to Relic on turn 2, though.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
My Relic on turn 2, I'm like more likely to get the card here, which I think is maybe more relevant. And then obviously, like, it also gives me the option to Mindslaver next turn if I feel like they're a Storm deck or something. Renegade. Okay, we're actually 2 for 2 this league on our opponents hopping in our chat. First time chatting with a bit cheer, which is pretty exciting. Thank you for the games. Funny that both of our opponents did that this game. Okay, so can't cast the Mirror Battlesphere, sadly. This card just gets giant really quickly and is like just a free card every turn most of the time. Is White Source better excellent field? I mean, it doesn't really matter, as my opponent's like never turning on field that game. Okay, we can still Mindslaver post combat. I know I lose the ability to like save the counter, but I think just being able to play my Layla card is better than casting the Mindslaver right now. And that is a really good card to play, as this will let me Mindslaver activate next turn and makes Upheaval really strong. Lets me tap the Coalition Relic. I love Timeless Lotus. This card is really powerful. Probably a little underrated, honestly. Yeah, this is spelled Laelia. Probably not. The Blade Reforged. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. Oh no, Fast Bond. If they have Fast Bond into Wheel here, good beats probably. I like the Intent Reanimator. It's like the best Reanimator variant, I think, if Blood Moon is really popular. Only 3 cards in their hand. Nothing to do with Fast Bond mana. So I think now I'll use my Coalition Relic. Probably should play the Ancient Tomb, actually. Don't think my life total's super relevant here. See if they have a counterspell. That says GG. GG to my opponent. Run it back. I think the deck's a bit better than I thought it was when I gave it a ranking of C. I would give this deck a C+, maybe a B-. Yeah, we're actually 12-0 in matches today. I just realized. Good day, huh? That's pretty good too. Yeah, just realized 12-0 in matches today. Be cool to just be 13-0. Perfect day. Am I wrong thinking the scoop was premature? I don't think it was premature since at the worst case scenario, I just Mindslaver my opponent, attack with the Leovold, and then kill them with Layla next turn. There's like not really any way they can play around that. And they get to concede to conceal some info too, which is relevant. I think my ideas behind playing Power Stone, or in that case Relic, over Layla on turn 2 is still correct. Yeah, we make them take 2 from the tomb. We can make them deal damage to themselves with Fast Bond, maybe. Let me play Duretti this turn, I think. Oh, I should have played Island because of the upheaval in my hand. That was a mistake. Although maybe it just gets countered anyways. Vincer bounced. If I had Vincer this turn, I would have almost definitely just bounced the Power Stone. So Upheaval is really bad against Fast Bond, so I'm actually like pretty likely to just discard it to Duretti, although they don't have any more lands to play. Alright, so this turn, let's go Layla. Yeah, the Shieldred Reel was really cool. Let's hit Shieldred this turn. That'd be also awesome. Lotus Blooms. I don't think you could suspend Lotus Bloom from exile. Seems you cannot. Their Lotus Bloom could suspend down though. 3 cards in their hand. I reveal a Vampiric Tutor, which is a pretty interesting find. I can draw whatever I Vampiric Tutor for right now off the Duretti. How do we feel about Vampiric Tutor? Or no, let me actually just go. Okay, I'll cast the Vampiric Tutor now because I can do a few different things. I can get a Mox Diamond, and then I can play like the other Duretti post combat, or Goblin Welder. I can get a big artifact to loop. How much mana do I have next turn? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not enough to Ulamog, or not enough to Mindslaver. The Mox Diamond also makes my upheaval much better. So as kind of medium as this is, I think I like the line. Like I have plenty of card advantage in play, and so just taking the line that gets me the most ahead on board seems correct, especially when this makes the upheaval, abort button a bit better too. I got Ponder now. Good pickup. Again, with them having Fast Bond, Lotus Bloom, the upheaval is probably not going to be amazing, but at the very least, it could maybe be like bounce the board, attack with Layla, hit them for lethal. And they just haven't been doing anything this whole match. They're 2-0 in their league too. They found their own Ancient Tomb. Yeah, maybe they have upheaval themselves. That's a likely scenario, actually. So I'm gonna, I think, try to kill this Vincer. I guess they're probably not chumping with Vincer ever. So let's see what we flip. Coalition Relic. They chump block, which makes sense since their like fast spawn is not going to be that good if their life total is really low. We might get stormed out next turn somehow. Okay, so let's go top. No shuffle. Cast Bolas the Citadel. Play Island. Take up Duretti. Discard the Mox Jet. Just another island on top, so we'll play the Coalition Relic. And pass back. So they are getting Lotus Bloom off suspend, so we'll see if my opponent does anything. Yeah, Layla's crazy. I mean, I knew it was pretty crazy. I know I was kind of reluctant to put it in, but I'm always like way more interested again in like the really synergistic decks rather than just like playing good cards in general. Playing good cards can be fun. I'm 3 non-land permanents shy of tapping my Bolas the Citadel also. Duretti can give me a non-land permanent. It would be awesome to be 13-0 today, but I mean today's just been great no matter what. They have a Chromox in their hand? Literally, how are they Chromox? They must have Mind's Desire. Okay, the Exile Brain Freeze. That was Breach Shadow. We went 10-0 on the day with it. They must have Mind's Desire. So this would be Mind's Desire for 3. Yeah. Flip Island. Flip Mox Sapphire. Flip Dark Ritual. So if that last card is Tendrils, we lose. It is Tendrils. Wow. Okay. Was not expecting to lose that turn, but guess that makes sense. Wow. Play like Voidwalker over Baleful Strix, maybe. Just be a little bit more aggressive. No. Let me just cut the upheaval. Upheaval pretty bad against the. Oh, I want Lodestone Golem. 2. Strix is so slow. Yeah, Golem seems good against them. We have Wheel of Fortune, Shieldred. We don't have any black mana, but we also have like turn 3 Duretti. Shieldred is probably it's gonna be good if we can find black mana. Mox Jet would be really nice to find. Mox Diamond is close to Mox Jet, so this would let me. I guess next turn I would go Mox Diamond, discard Island, play Ancient Tomb, cast Duretti, scrap Savant, discard Mountain. I haven't seen any discard spells yet. Oh, I may have ordered that incorrectly. Although maybe I want to discard Duretti over the island anyways. I'm not really sure. They have a turn 1 fast bond. If they deal themselves enough damage that... Oh, wow, what a start. I love fast bond. Okay, just passing. Just passing. Okay, so Ancient Tomb. We have a really good start as well. Their start is a little scarier. I am hopeful I can find another black land, just like a swamp or Mox Jet next turn. I get a lot more looks because I can draw this card and loot 2 away, so I get 3 looks, and then I can hopefully play Shieldred, and then Wheel of Fortune almost definitely sets up for a win the following turn. But maybe we're just gonna die on turn 2. Maybe they'll be out of gas. I don't know. One nice thing about Shieldred, if we can get it down on turn 3, is that we get some insulation against this card, Chromax Toxic Deluge. We get some insulation against a wheel of effect of their own. 2 cards in their hand. Mox Sapphire. Could just be Mind's Desire, Storm count 3. No, it's nothing. And we drew the Mox. It's awesome. So let's just go ahead and plus, discarding Duretti. See if we find a land to play this turn. We don't. The Mox Shed is some, or the Vampiric Tutor. I don't know if there's anything I'm gonna upkeep Tutor for. I guess I could always just like Tutor then plus Duretti. Point with the sad face. Turn that frown upside down. I mean, I don't know how they can have a wheel effect in their hand that they didn't cast, but I'm presuming that the shield is good against whatever's in their hand. All right. So let me attack first, and then I'm going to cast the Wheel of Fortune. If it resolves, the game ends. I don't need to cast Vampiric Tutor. If it doesn't resolve, then I cast the Vampiric Tutor later, and we'll find something. Shieldred is broken. Shieldred is so good. And I think that's going to be our third trophy of the day. 2 in Modern, 1 in Cube. For the perfect 13-0 stream. Split formats, but still. Pretty good run today. I think I'll play some more of the Breach Shadow deck tomorrow too. That deck was really powerful. 10 and 0. Can't end the stream undefeated? Watch me. Watch me end the stream undefeated. Is the stack empty? They get kills in response here with what? Brain Freeze doesn't kill me. Tendrils is a sorcery. Alright, the perfect 13-0 stream. That's awesome. Now we get to just double draw on the top 8 of our Grand Prix. About to tweet about this deck, about our 10-0 run. Go to raid Doomwake, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Brain Freeze and Recall? Okay, yeah, Brain Freeze and Recall maybe, but I'm not even like being milled out by the... They would have to have like Storm Enablers on top of that.
Bye.